First of all, many of these instances that are coming into our country are from illegal immigrants who have crossed the border with no checks, no actual health records, and they are bringing these diseases into our country. There is a reason why measles has started to spread in our country after decades of being almost eradicated, as you pointed out.
I think it's interesting that every time that something negative happens in the United States, that the first group of people that the Republican leadership blames is anyone here undocumented or here illegally, as if it's their fault, not that they were running from a horrible situation and they're begging for help because they're desperate. Not because the reality is that things happen that are out of everyone's control, and not because of bad decisions from the United States government before this year. That's the reality of it. What I'm talking about is that every time that there's a problem, blaming the illegal immigrants, the undocumented individuals, is not the answer. They are being blamed for the wrong reasons. I'm not communicating to you that some of them may have not had measles, but the cases that have occurred in the United States, they have said some might have been from the undocumented, but they also, like in Texas, said what? They hear that it's just unknown. Quit blaming the undocumented population just because you don't like them. Quit blaming the undocumented population because they don't talk like you, because they don't have your color skin, because they don't have your money, because they don't have your education, because they're not in a nice, cold office somewhere, or because you have a podcast and you're sitting there with your pillows, or because you're loud and you just think that by being arrogant and by talking and by cutting people off when they're answering a question or when they're asking a question makes you cooler or smarter or you're smart talk. You're not.